Question 1. Don't get caught by this trick question. What happens to the stopping power when you put an older vehicle's front brake limiting valve in a slippery position? Option A. It increases the stopping power. Option B. It cuts the normal air pressure to the front brakes by half. Option C. It disables the rear brakes entirely. The correct answer is B. It cuts the normal air pressure to the front brakes by half. Encountering slippery conditions in a pre-1975 truck might tempt you to use the limiting valve, which actually cuts the air pressure to the front brakes by half, reducing stopping power. Question 2. How do you properly check the slack adjusters during a walk-around inspection? Option A. Keep parking brakes on and visually inspect the angle. Option B. Park on level ground, chalk wheels, release parking brakes, and pull hard on the adjusters. Option C. Start the engine and pump the brakes. The correct answer is B. Park on level ground, chalk wheels, release parking brakes, and pull hard on the adjusters. Getting under the rig safely to check slack adjusters requires you to park on level ground, chalk the wheels, release the parking brakes, and pull hard on them with gloves. Question 3. Where are the brake drums located on a heavy-duty commercial vehicle? Option A. In the center of the drive shaft. Option B. On each end of the vehicle's axles. Option C. Next to the air compressor. The correct answer is B. On each end of the vehicle's axles. Performing a visual check under the rig reveals that the brake drums are located directly on each end of the vehicle's axles. Question 4. If the air compressor has its own oil supply, when should you check the oil level? Option A. At the end of every trip. Option B. Before driving. Option C. Once a week. The correct answer is B. Before driving. Performing your pre-trip routine requires checking the oil level before driving if the compressor relies on its own oil supply instead of engine oil. Question 5. This question is designed to confuse you. Stay sharp. What component drops a mechanical arm into your view when the system pressure falls below 55 psi? Option A. Slack adjuster. Option B. Wig-wag. Option C. Tractor protection valve. The correct answer is B. Wig-wag. Driving an older commercial vehicle, you might encounter a wig-wag device that visually alerts you by dropping an arm when pressure drops below 55 psi. Question 6. What immediate action should you take the moment the low air pressure warning light and buzzer come on? Option A. Downshift to the lowest gear. Option B. Bring the vehicle to a safe stop right away. Option C. Rev the engine to rebuild air pressure. The correct answer is B. Bring the vehicle to a safe stop right away. Hearing the low air buzzer on the highway means you must not wait for the spring brakes to deploy. Instead, bring the vehicle to a safe stop right away. Question 7. Let's see if you can get this difficult question right. Why is a modulating control valve for spring brakes spring-loaded? Option A. To automatically release when pressure reaches 100 psi. Option B. So you have a feel for the braking action. Option C. To prevent the driver from using it entirely. The correct answer is B. So you have a feel for the braking action. Using the dash control handle to apply spring brakes gradually gives you a physical feel for the braking action precisely because the valve is spring-loaded. Question 8. Be careful. The choices here are very misleading. In stab braking, when should you reapply the brakes after the wheels lock up? Option A. Immediately after releasing them. Option B. As soon as the wheels start rolling again. Option C. Wait exactly 3 seconds. The correct answer is B. As soon as the wheels start rolling again. Executing a stab braking maneuver requires releasing the brakes when they lock and waiting for the wheels to start rolling before hitting the brakes fully again to keep the vehicle straight. Question 9. Truck tractors built on or after what date were originally required to be equipped with anti-lock brakes? Option A. March 1, 1997. Option B. March 1, 1998. Option C. January 1, 2000. The correct answer is A. March 1, 1997. Identifying safety equipment on a tractor involves checking its manufacturing date. Those built on or after March 1, 1997, are required to have ABS. Question 10. At what pressure is the safety relief valve usually set to open? Option A. 100 psi. Option B. 125 psi. Option C. 150 psi. The correct answer is C. 150 psi. To protect the tanks and the rest of the system from excessive pressure, the safety valve installed in the first tank is typically set to open at 150 psi. Question 11. Pay attention. Many drivers miss this question. If you try to manually place the wig-wag drop arm out of view before system pressure reaches 55 psi, what will happen? Option A. It will lock into place temporarily. Option B. It will sound an alarm buzzer. Option C. It will not stay in place. The correct answer is C. It will not stay in place. Starting a cold truck with an older manual reset wigwag means the warning arm will physically not stay in place until the pressure in the system goes above 55 psi. Question 12. Careful now. This one is meant to trip you up. If a vehicle is equipped with air tanks that are larger than the minimum requirement, how does this affect the acceptable rate of pressure buildup? Option A. It must build up faster than 45 seconds. Option B. The build-up time can be longer and still be safe. Option C. It requires a dual compressor setup. The correct answer is B. The build-up time can be longer and still be safe. Timing the air buildup from 85 to 100 psi might take longer than 45 seconds and still be safe if the truck is outfitted with oversized air tanks. Question 13. When the low air pressure warning illuminates, why is controlled braking still temporarily possible? Option A. Because the wigwag physically pushes the brake pedal. Option B. Because enough air remains in the air tanks. Option C. Because the ABS has a backup battery. The correct answer is B. Because enough air remains in the air tanks. Safely pulling over when the buzzer sounds is achievable because controlled braking is possible while enough air remains in the reservoirs before the springs pop. Question 14. What is another term commonly used for the brake pedal in an air brake system? Option A. The application pad. Option B. The foot valve or treadle valve. Option C. The pneumatic trigger. The correct answer is B. The foot valve or treadle valve. Operating the primary braking mechanism involves pushing down on the brake pedal, which is officially referred to as the foot valve or treadle valve in the CDL manual. Question 15. This question has a catch. Think twice. When utilizing the stab braking method, why might the vehicle fail to straighten out if you reapply the brakes too soon? Option A. Because the ABS module has not reset. Option B. Because it can take up to 1 second for the wheels to start rolling. Option C. Because the brake drums have overheated. The correct answer is B. Because it can take up to 1 second for the wheels to start rolling. Pumping the brakes forcefully requires patience. If you hit the pedal again before the 1 second it takes for locked wheels to start rolling, the truck won't straighten out. Question 16. What two harmful substances usually collect in the bottom of compressed air storage tanks? Option A. Hydraulic fluid and antifreeze. Option B. Water and compressor oil. Option C. Coolant and diesel fuel. The correct answer is B. Water and compressor oil. Bleeding your tanks daily is crucial because compressed air naturally introduces water and compressor oil, which collect in the bottom and are bad for the system. Question 17. Be careful here. This is a very challenging question. At 55 miles per hour under good conditions, what is the approximate total stopping distance for an average driver in an air brake vehicle? Option A. Over 450 feet. Option B. Around 300 feet. Option C. Exactly 216 feet. The correct answer is A. Over 450 feet. Cruising at highway speeds of 55 miles per hour means you must account for perception, reaction, brake lag, and braking distance, making the total stopping distance over 450 feet. Question 18. Heads up. This is one of the hardest questions on the test. When driving a straight truck or combination with working ABS on all axles during an emergency stop, what can you do? Option A. Pump the brakes rapidly. Option B. Use stab braking. Option C. Fully apply the brakes. The correct answer is C. Fully apply the brakes. Facing a sudden hazard with a fully ABS-equipped vehicle is the one exception where you can just firmly and fully apply the brakes to stop. Question 19. Careful now. This one is meant to trip you up. According to CDL tests, how likely are front wheel skids from braking on ice? Option A. Highly likely if limiting valves are not used. Option B. Not likely even on ice. Option C. Guaranteed if application pressure exceeds 55 psi. The correct answer is B. Not likely even on ice. Keeping your limiting valve on normal is recommended because extensive tests have shown front wheel skids from braking are not likely even on ice. Question 20. This one tries to trick you. Listen closely. Why is the manual adjustment of an automatic slack adjuster discouraged? Option A. It violates federal emission standards. Option B. It will likely result in premature wear of the adjuster itself. Option C. It prevents the wheels from turning. The correct answer is B. It will likely result in premature wear of the adjuster itself. Attempting to fix a stroke limit issue by manually adjusting an automatic slack adjuster is discouraged because it masks the real problem and likely causes premature wear. Question 21. What should you do if the low air pressure warning comes on while you are driving? Option A. Accelerate to build up compressor speed. Option B. Stop and safely park your vehicle as soon as possible. Option C. Shift into neutral and coast. The correct answer is B. Stop and safely park your vehicle as soon as possible. Hearing the low air buzzer on the highway means you must safely park your vehicle right away while you still have enough air in the tanks to use the foot brakes. Question 22. Stay alert. This is a highly deceptive question. During the static air leakage test, engine off, what must be done with the parking brakes? Option A. They must be fully applied. Option B. They must be released, pushed in. Option C. They must be set to the modulating position. The correct answer is B. They must be released, pushed in. Timing the initial pressure drop requires the system to be open, meaning you must release the parking brakes by pushing the control knob in. Question 23. Be careful. The choices here are very misleading. When testing the applied air leakage rate on a combination vehicle, engine off, brakes fully applied, the pressure drop must not exceed. Option A. 3 psi in 1 minute. Option B. 2 psi in 1 minute. Option C. 4 psi in 1 minute. The correct answer is C. 4 psi in 1 minute. Holding the foot pedal down firmly in a tractor-trailer rig requires checking the gauge to ensure the pressure does not drop more than 4 pounds in 1 minute. Question 24. At what pressure will the air compressor governor typically stop pumping air? Option A. 100 psi. Option B. 150 psi. Option C. Around 125 psi. The correct answer is C. Around 125 psi. When monitoring your dash gauges, you will notice the governor stops the compressor from pumping when the tank pressure reaches the cutout level of around 125 psi. Question 25. Get ready. This one requires your full focus. In a dual air system, how long should it take for air pressure to build from 85 to 100 psi at operating RPMs? Option A. Within 3 minutes. Option B. Within 45 seconds. Option C. Within 60 seconds. The correct answer is B. Within 45 seconds. Checking the rate of air pressure buildup requires revving the engine to operating RPMs to verify the pressure climbs from 85 to 100 psi within 45 seconds. That's the end of this practice test. Did you answer at least 80% of the questions correctly to pass? Let's move on to the next one. Question 26. Careful driver. This is a classic trap. If you brake hard on a slippery surface in a vehicle without ABS and your non-steering wheels lock up, what is a likely outcome? Option A. You will stop in a perfectly straight line. Option B. You may skid, jackknife, or even spin the vehicle. Option C. The steering wheel will violently pull to the right. The correct answer is B. You may skid, jackknife, or even spin the vehicle. Losing traction on the rear axles without ABS during a panic stop can easily cause the vehicle to skid, jackknife, or spin completely out of control. Question 27. Focus here. This is a high-fail question. At what specific system pressure range do tractor and straight truck spring brakes typically apply fully automatically? Option A. 20 to 30 psi. Option B. 45 to 60 psi. Option C. 10 to 15 psi. The correct answer is A. 20 to 30 psi. Bleeding off air pressure will cause your heavy vehicle's spring brakes to come fully on when the pressure drops to a typical range of 20 to 30 psi. Question 28. Turn up the volume. You don't want to miss this detail. Before performing the applied leakage rate test, 4 psi/1 minute. What is the correct state of the combination vehicle's controls? Option A. Engine running, brakes released, trailer hand valve applied. Option B. Engine off, parking brakes released, foot brake fully applied. Option C. Engine off, parking brakes set, foot brake released. The correct answer is B. Engine off, parking brakes released, foot brake fully applied. Checking a tractor-trailer for air leaks requires you to shut off the engine, release the parking brakes, and hold the foot brake fully applied for 1 minute. Question 29. Watch your step. They are trying to fool you here. What component drops a mechanical arm into your view when the system pressure falls below 55 psi? Option A. Slack adjuster. Option B. Wig-wag. Option C. Tractor protection valve. The correct answer is B. Wig-wag. Driving an older commercial vehicle, you might encounter a wig-wag device that visually alerts you by dropping an arm when pressure drops below 55 psi. Question 30. This next question is tough. Stay focused. How many sets of brake controls does a driver use to operate a dual air brake system? Option A. A single set of brake controls. Option B. 2 separate foot pedals. Option C. 1 for the tractor and a hand valve for the trailer. The correct answer is A. A single set of brake controls. Sitting in the driver's seat of a modern truck, you operate the entirely separated primary and secondary air systems using just a single set of brake controls. Question 31. During the spring brake pop-out test on a combination vehicle, what exactly falls to the manufacturer's specification of 20 to 45 psi? Option A. The air pressure in the reservoirs. Option B. The temperature of the brake drums. Option C. The voltage of the ABS system. The correct answer is A. The air pressure in the reservoirs. Fanning the foot pedal depletes the stored air, and when the air pressure falls to 20 to 45 psi, the tractor protection and parking valves should close. Question 32. Focus here. This is a high-fail question. How do automatic air tanks prevent their automatic drain valves from freezing in cold weather? Option A. They are equipped with electric heating devices. Option B. They circulate hot engine oil around the valves. Option C. They require the driver to add antifreeze daily. The correct answer is A. They are equipped with electric heating devices. Driving in sub-zero temperatures is safer when automatic air tanks are equipped with electric heating devices that prevent the drain mechanisms from freezing. Question 33. Stay sharp. You'll need to think about this one. Should you manually adjust an automatic slack adjuster to bring it within legal limits as a routine fix? Option A. Yes, it is recommended to do this daily. Option B. No, it generally masks a mechanical problem and is not fixing it. Option C. Yes, if the pushrod stroke exceeds the limit. The correct answer is B. No, it generally masks a mechanical problem and is not fixing it. Discovering an automatic slack adjuster out of adjustment means taking it to a repair facility, because manual adjustment usually masks a deeper mechanical problem. Question 34. Why are air storage tanks designed to hold a large volume of compressed air? Option A. To provide extra weight for the steer axle. Option B. To allow the brakes to be used several times even if the compressor stops. Option C. To keep the brake drums cool during long descents. The correct answer is B. To allow the brakes to be used several times even if the compressor stops. Losing your compressor on the highway is dangerous, but the storage tanks hold enough compressed air to allow you to apply the brakes safely multiple times. Question 35. Get ready. This one requires your full focus. How do you correctly perform a test to ensure the parking brake will securely hold the vehicle? Option A. Stop, put the parking brake on, and gently pull against it in a low gear. Option B. Apply the foot pedal firmly while parked on a hill. Option C. Pull the trailer hand valve while moving forward at 5 miles per hour. The correct answer is A. Stop, put the parking brake on, and gently pull against it in a low gear. Verifying the holding power of the spring brakes requires you to stop, apply the parking brake, and gently pull against it in a low gear. Question 36. Why were front brake limiting valves installed on pre-1975 commercial vehicles? Option A. To reduce the chance of the front wheels skidding on slippery surfaces. Option B. To increase the longevity of the front brake pads. Option C. To provide extra air to the rear spring brakes. The correct answer is A. To reduce the chance of the front wheels skidding on slippery surfaces. Driving an older truck in the rain might prompt the use of a limiting valve, which was originally intended to reduce the chance of front wheel skids on slick roads. Question 37. This is a hard question. Listen to all the options. If one air system in a dual air brake setup is very low on pressure, what is the immediate operational result? Option A. The air compressor will overheat. Option B. Either the front or rear brakes will not be operating fully. Option C. The trailer brakes will automatically lock. The correct answer is B. Either the front or rear brakes will not be operating fully. Driving with a depleted primary circuit means either the front or the rear brakes will not operate fully, meaning it will take you longer to stop. Question 38. Take your time with this one, it's difficult. What type of valve allows the driver to apply the spring brakes gradually? Option A. Modulating control valve. Option B. Quick release valve. Option C. Front brake limiting valve. The correct answer is A. Modulating control valve. Experiencing a service brake failure might require you to use the dash-mounted modulating control valve to gradually apply the spring brakes for a safe stop. Question 39. Don't fall for the obvious answer here. If the spring brakes are applied, what should you never do? Option A. Push the brake pedal down. Option B. Turn off the engine. Option C. Pull the parking brake control knob out. The correct answer is A. Push the brake pedal down. Depressing the foot valve while the spring brakes are engaged could cause severe brake component damage due to the combined forces of the springs and the air pressure. Question 40. When performing the governor cut-in test, how should you reduce the air tank pressure while the engine is idling? Option A. Open the manual drain valve slightly. Option B. Step on and off the brake pedal. Option C. Apply the trailer hand valve continuously. The correct answer is B. Step on and off the brake pedal. Verifying the compressor kicks back on requires you to step on and off the brake pedal to fan off pressure while the engine is idling. Question 41. Which type of foundation brake mechanism uses a push rod to move a slack adjuster that twists a camshaft? Option A. The S-cam drum brake. Option B. The wedge brake. Option C. The power screw disc brake. The correct answer is A. The S-cam drum brake. Operating the most common braking system on the road involves air pressure moving a slack adjuster to twist a camshaft inside an S-cam drum brake. Question 42. Pay close attention to the options, it's a trap. On older vehicles with a front brake limiting valve, what actually happens to stopping power if it is set to slippery? Option A. It actually reduces the stopping power of the vehicle. Option B. It optimizes the stopping power for wet roads. Option C. It doubles the stopping power to prevent sliding. The correct answer is A. It actually reduces the stopping power of the vehicle. Navigating rain-slicked roads with a pre-1975 vehicle set to slippery actually reduces your overall stopping power by cutting front air pressure by half. Question 43. What shape is the standard parking brake control knob found on the dash of newer commercial vehicles? Option A. A yellow, diamond-shaped knob. Option B. A red octagonal knob. Option C. A round blue knob. The correct answer is A. A yellow, diamond-shaped knob. Setting the brakes at a loading dock requires you to pull out the standard yellow, diamond-shaped push-pull control knob. Question 44. Trap alert. Listen to every single word. If you increase application pressure to hold the same speed, what is likely happening? Option A. Your air compressor is failing. Option B. Your brakes are fading. Option C. Your ABS is engaging. The correct answer is B. Your brakes are fading. Noticing that you must push the pedal harder just to maintain your downhill speed is a clear sign that your brakes are fading. Question 45. Focus up. This is a complex scenario. In a dual air system, how long should it take for air pressure to build from 85 to 100 psi at operating RPMs? Option A. Within 3 minutes. Option B. Within 45 seconds. Option C. Within 60 seconds. The correct answer is B. Within 45 seconds. Checking the rate of air pressure buildup requires revving the engine to operating RPMs to verify the pressure climbs from 85 to 100 psi within 45 seconds. Question 46. How do you test the parking brake? Option A. Drive at 5 miles per hour and apply the hand valve. Option B. Stop the vehicle, put the parking brake on, and gently pull against it in a low gear. Option C. Apply the foot pedal as hard as you can while stopped. The correct answer is B. Stop the vehicle, put the parking brake on, and gently pull against it in a low gear. Ensuring your rig won't roll away involves setting the parking brake and gently tugging against it in a low gear to confirm it holds. Question 47. Heads up. This is one of the hardest questions on the test. In a dual air system, if the low pressure warning fails and air is lost, what kind of braking is available before the spring brakes apply? Option A. Only limited braking can be done. Option B. Full hydraulic braking takes over. Option C. No braking is possible. The correct answer is A. Only limited braking can be done. Relying on a faulty warning system in a dual-circuit truck means stopping distance will increase, and only limited braking can be done before the springs engage. Question 48. What must you do before starting down a hill to ensure safe braking? Option A. Turn off the engine brake. Option B. Be in the proper low gear. Option C. Pump the brakes to build maximum pressure. The correct answer is B. Be in the proper low gear. Cresting a steep grade requires you to supplement engine braking, meaning you must be in the proper low gear before starting the descent. Question 49. In an S-cam drum brake, what forces the brake shoes away from each other and presses them against the inside of the drum? Option A. The slack adjuster. Option B. The return spring. Option C. The S-cam. The correct answer is C. The S-cam. Twisting the brake camshaft turns the S-cam, which directly forces the brake shoes apart and into the brake drum to slow the vehicle. Question 50. Don't get caught by this trick question. When utilizing the stab braking method, why might the vehicle fail to straighten out if you reapply the brakes too soon? Option A. Because the ABS module has not reset. Option B. Because it can take up to 1 second for the wheels to start rolling. Option C. Because the brake drums have overheated. The correct answer is B. Because it can take up to 1 second for the wheels to start rolling. Pumping the brakes forcefully requires patience. If you hit the pedal again before the 1 second it takes for locked wheels to start rolling, the truck won't straighten out. Thanks for watching. Good luck on your CDL exam.